Good morning, students. As we have started with the 9th standard science, that is the chapter Is Matter Around Us Pure? So in this chapter already we started with the discussion of separation of the mixtures. So the mixtures, the solute may be solid, liquid or gas, solvent may be solid, liquid or gas. So how to separate the constituents of the mixture? Depending upon the nature of the constituents, we have to use the different methods for the separation of the mixtures. So we started with that. So let us continue the same topic, that is separation of mixtures. Separation of the mixtures. So in this topic today we are going to learn is the separation of mixture of a solid and a liquid. Separation of a mixture of a solid and a liquid. I think till the end of the board you are able to see. Okay. Yes. If the mixture is having the solid and the liquid combination, there are so many methods to separate these two, students. The important methods like filtration, evaporation, centrifugation, it may be crystallization, chromatography, and we can use the method called distillation. Right, students? So if your mixture is having a combination of solid and liquid, so any one of these methods we can use depending upon the constituent. Either we can use the filtration method, evaporation, centrifugation, crystallization, chromatography or distillation. Right, students? So let us discuss one by one. We'll begin with the first one, that is filtration. A very simple method, students. Filtration. For example, we are going to take the mixture of sand and water. We'll take the mixture of sand and water for the filtration method. As you know, sand will not dissolve in the water. So you are going to take one funnel, right? So in the funnel you are going to keep one filter paper, right? So through the filter paper you are going to put this mixture, the mixture of sand and water. So what happens there? Water will get filtered and you are going to get the sand particles in the filter paper. So easily we can separate the sand and water by this method. So not only the example of the sand and water, chalk powder in water. Next example for this process, chalk powder in water. Hope you are taking down, students. Sorry. Or the simple one, day to day what you are following, it is the tea. Tea you are filtering, students. So what happens there? The tea leaves which you have extracted fully, right? So after extraction, you are going to filter the tea. What happens there? You want to remove the tea leaves from the tea. You are going to separate it with help of the funnel. Nothing but here we are using the word as the filter paper. So this is one method for separation of a solid and a liquid mixture called as filtration process. Yes. Coming to the second method, students, that is centrifugation. So day to day we are using this method in the home, centrifugation, but you may not be knowing the name only. You might have seen your mother taking butter from the milk and all. What she will do? She will do the churning process, right? That same churning with the help of the machine called as centrifuge. So with the help of that, if you are doing the process, if you are separating the solid from the liquid, so that is the method called as centrifugation. Hope you are understanding, students. So what is centrifugation? Take down. Centrifugation is a method for separating the suspended particles of a substance from a liquid in which the mixture is rotated, at a high speed in a centrifuge. See, students, definition, that is what I gave you the example of churning. Okay, your mother will be preparing the butter. She is extracting the butter from the milk, buttermilk, whatever it is. So what we are doing? We are doing the churning process. We are rotating with a high speed. So here instead of the churner, you are using the centrifuge. In the centrifuge, you are separating the solid from the liquid. That is the process called as centrifugation. Right? So where we are using this centrifugation method? Mainly we are using it in the separation of cream from milk. Separation of cream from milk. Separation of cream from milk. I think you are taking down, students. Yes. Not only separation of this, there is one more application of the centrifugation, that it is used in the laboratories. It is used in the laboratories. Why they will use? To test the urine, blood. You might have seen if you enter the laboratory. So there they are having the one machine. So this machine, round shaped one, which will rotate fastly so that it can suspend the solid particles, which helps to identify. So to do the tests and all in the laboratory, they are using the centrifugation method. Next one, as already I said, it is used to remove from cream from milk. Nothing but in the dairies we are using this method. In the dairies it is used. In the home it is used to remove the butter from the cream. The next one, the same method is used in the washing machine. The same method is used in the washing machine. There also you might have seen, students, the washing machine. So by rotating with a high speed, it helps to squeeze out the dirt from the cloths and all. So not only in the dairy, it may be in the laboratory, it may be in the washing machines, it may be in our day-to-day life. Like this, we find the usage of the method called as centrifugation. centrifugation. Hope you are understanding, students. Yes. So centrifugation nothing but removing the suspended particles from a liquid, right? So this is one method to remove the mixture of solid and the liquid. Yes, students, this is the centrifugation. This is the machine used for centrifugation called centrifuge. What is the main principle? Separation of insoluble materials from liquid. So based on the size, shape and density of the particles, we can do the centrifugation process. This is the machine called centrifuge, which is having, this is the centrifuge. It is having the holes, you can see these are called as the tube holders. So they are going to take the tube or the test tube filling the mixture which you want to separate, and they are going to keep it in the tube holders, and it will work mainly on the principle the rapid rotation. So because of the rapid rotation, you can separate the mixture. The denser particles will settle down at the bottom. Understanding, students? Yes. Take down the home assignment. First question. Name the methods. Name the methods to separate mixture of a solid and a liquid. Second one, what is filtration? What is filtration? Third, what is centrifugation? What is centrifugation? Next question. Write the applications of centrifugation method. Write the applications of centrifugation method. Right, students? So two methods we have discussed. So remaining we will discuss in our next class. So what is your work? You have to complete your notes, watch the videos, understand. So if you are not understanding any point or anything, you can ask, right? So totally complete your work. What home assignment we are giving, that also you have to complete. So science is one of the very interesting topic or subject we can say, students, where you have to understand the concept, need not to by heart. See here, so centrifugation, filtration, day to day we are using all these methods. It may be the filtration, it may be some other process. Day to day we are going through, but we may not knowing the particular words. So science is not only like a story, you can apply it in your life, right? So that is what, understand the concept and then study, students, right? Okay, we will continue in our next class. Thank you.